Salah still. Mohamed Salah! Mohamed Salah! That's an amazing goal! It's a work of genius!
You for everything. Because of all of you, I will never walk alone.
Look at that right there. Before I even speak, look at that right there. Look how much stuff is in that cabinet right there. That's absolutely mental. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are out here. We're here to talk about obviously the breaking news of Salah leaving Liverpool. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Every single one of you, please hit the like button, subscribe. This is a very important stream, so I don't want to keep interrupting to say like and subscribe. So please just hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Obviously, Mo announces he's leaving in the summer. Extremely sad news for all us Liverpool fans, specifically the ones that liked him. Of course, the ones that didn't like him are now rejoicing finally, but the ones that liked him, obviously it hits us different. Big up to all of you guys. Like, subscribe. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey, and use code MHF for 8% off on your next purchase. So obviously Salah announces he is leaving Liverpool Football Club in the summer. Of course, this is sad news for us all. This is sad news for all Liverpool fans. Obviously, most Liverpool fans, I'll say. For most Liverpool fans, obviously, Liverpool legend. And I think now the fact that he announces he's gonna leave in the summer, obviously it's all over. The Salah at Liverpool journey. The only thing left is this season. That's it. Of course, these next month and a half, 2 months, of course, and he should get the send off that he deserves. Ever since he joined Liverpool Football Club, I've always said Stevie G is our best ever Liverpool player. I think this pains me to say, but I have to say this now. I think now that he's announced he's leaving at the summer, I have to say, move over, Stevie. Thank you for everything, but I think he is our greatest ever Premier League player. The accomplishments he has at Liverpool Football Club, the stuff that he's done individually, makes him number one for me. I think he has had an absolutely incredible Liverpool career, and he's our greatest ever Liverpool player. And we should all be saddened by this news. All true Liverpool fans should be saddened by this news. The guy delivered over and over and over for us last season as well. After what's happened this year with Slot getting his money and the way that this season has come about, obviously this makes last season even more, with the stuff that he did for us. So, obviously it's just very sad, because even though I'm one of the people that said, like, obviously he should move over in the summer and we should get a replacement and etc. At the end of the day, when he announces it, it still hits you differently. When he comes in and he says, "Yo, guys, I'm leaving in the summer," it's obviously it's different. Like, the announcement is different. The announcement video is different, and this is part of it. Like, he comes in, he sits down, he announces it during the international break. So maybe now we know our answer once and for all why Mo looks emotional every single time. If you guys notice, every time Mo scores a goal or gets an assist or even has a good performance or just like, walks around and claps at Anfield, he always looks like so emotional after every single moment. And this is the reason for it. This is the reason for it. I think he knew deep down that he's actually leaving in the summer, and this is the thing. Like, he knew he's going to leave in the summer, which is why he was emotional every time he scored a goal or he had a performance like this. So yeah, obviously greatest ever Liverpool player in the Premier League era for me, and I think this is obviously an unbelievable sad moment for Liverpool fans. And like, obviously like this news kind of just struck me out of nowhere, and it's not easy to see, like, your best player basically leaving in the summer. But It is what it is. Obviously, he hasn't performed well this summer. Obviously, he hasn't performed well this season. Sorry, but at the end of the day, no one has performed well this season, and it just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel right. The fact that he's gone, and yeah, one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. How many golden boots, playmaker awards, everything that he's done at Liverpool Football Club. By far the most disrespected Premier League footballer of all time. By far the most disrespected footballer of all time. Absolutely disrespected footballer. And this is not an easy thing, to react to, obviously live in the flesh, because this is like almost signifies the end of an era. Like I felt the same way when I was doing the Klopp stream, because it signified the end of an era. It signified like Liverpool moving in a new direction, and this is just the same. Like this strikes just as sadly, to be honest with you. The guy that did so much for us. At Liverpool Football Club since he's joined, now is leaving Liverpool Football Club. So, obviously, respect for everything he's done at Liverpool Football Club, respect for all the moments he's had, respect for all the accomplishments he's had, and he moves on. And obviously, it's not the best news to have now during international break, but he's the greatest Liverpool player in Premier League history for me. I think he overtakes TVG with the stuff that he's done at Liverpool Football Club. But yeah, I really don't know what to say. Like it's just sad. It's just sad. It's just really sad. And when a player of this level, wants to leave your football club, it's not easy. It's not easy, because you think you have something, and you look at like the other Premier League wingers, you look at other people, who is in the same position in the league, and you think to yourself, he's actually performing this season at the same level at like at like the regular Premier League winger. Like washed up Salah is putting up better numbers than some Premier League wingers in their prime. So we're gonna have to get used to life without Mo, and look at the future. Look at the future going forward. I think it's going to be very difficult for us to move on. And whoever replaces Mo, I think it will be very difficult. It'll be very difficult to, obviously, it's impossible actually to probably replicate what Mo did. But yeah, big up to Mo, obviously. And this is I think like the signifying of moving almost to like Liverpool 3.0. So yeah, he broke records. He came into the Premier League as a Roma player, obviously one of the players that how can I say this? He came into the Premier League as a Roma player who was a Chelsea reject before that, and then came in and did stuff that none of us thought that he would be able to do. So it signifies the end of an era. But the guy came in here as a Chelsea reject. He ended up breaking all the records. He ended up doing so much for Liverpool Football Club. So many amazing moments he gave Liverpool fans. Obviously, after what's happened with Slot this season, we can finally say, he gave Liverpool fans the opportunity to have a parade. He gave Liverpool fans the opportunity to celebrate a league title at Anfield, because obviously we know the circumstances of the first league title. It wasn't possible. But golden boot after golden boot, playmaker award after playmaker award, and he absolutely killed it at Liverpool Football Club. Obviously, one of the best Premier League players of all time, our greatest Premier League player of all time, in my opinion, and one of the greatest Premier League wingers of all time. The only one that competes with Mo at the top for me is Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, that guy is the only one that competes with him. But this is a shock that he's announced it. obviously he's announced it during international break. I think he's giving us time to, like, get over it almost. But his legacy is set in stone. The stuff that he's done at Liverpool Football Club is set in stone, and that won't change. Like, he's obviously one of the greatest players ever, and we have to thank him for last season's league title, where he was just absolutely incredible. And we have to be grateful for the moments that he's given us and all the unreal moments that he gave us. Like, this is the same guy that came in here. This is the same guy that came in here, as a Chelsea reject, and he left as one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. 10 years at Liverpool Football Club, never demanded to leave, never asked to leave, always publicly showed the love towards Liverpool Football Club. And older Liverpool fans like me will remember stuff like, older people like me will remember stuff like Torres asking to leave, and Mascherano asking to leave, and Xabi Alonso asking to leave, and all these people asking to leave. He's the one player, he's the one legend that didn't ask to leave Liverpool Football Club. He wanted to stay, and he always wanted to stay, and he always wanted to remain at Liverpool Football Club. One of the greatest Premier League players of all time, and our greatest Premier League player of all time, like Liverpool's greatest Premier League player of all time. And it's not easy. It won't be easy, because I don't think it's possible to expect, things like this from whoever comes in, at right wing. But obviously I hope, I know Anfield will give him definitely like the best send-off. Obviously he's gonna get an incredible send-off by the Liverpool fans at the stadium, by the away fans, the home fans, whoever it is, gonna get an incredible send-off, and I think, obviously all the Liverpool fans, all the true Liverpool fans, will definitely back him and will definitely support him, because he's an absolute legend, and he achieved so much at Liverpool Football Club. Obviously, highest goal scorer against Man United, our biggest rival, highest goal scorer against Manchester City, our title rivals, highest goal scorer against Arsenal, highest goal scorer, most GA against Chelsea, most GA against all these football clubs. The stuff that he did against Roma in the Champions League semi-final, his penalty against Spurs, the performances alongside the road, the goal against Napoli when we won 1-0, we needed him to score that goal and we ended up winning. So yeah, this for me signifies the end of an era. It's like we went from when Henderson and Fabinho and Wijnaldum left, Klopp referred to it as Liverpool 2.0. I think this is now Liverpool 3.0, when the likes of Mo leaves and all that. And, now, obviously, we have to talk about replacing him in a bit, and we have to talk about who comes in a bit. But, yeah, this is one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. Never caused any drama, never did anything wrong, and always showed loyalty towards Liverpool Football Club. When he first came in, a lot of people probably thought that, he would be the one that asks to leave out of the front three, and he is the one that, is going to eventually want to go play for Madrid, Barca, whatever, and he never did ask to leave. He never wanted to leave, and he always remained loyal to Liverpool Football Club, and that for me is massive. The fact that the guy remained loyal to us throughout all the time, the guy that, wanted to stay at Liverpool all the time. And obviously this season the performances haven't been good enough. Obviously the performances weren't great this season, but that applies to the whole team. And at the end of the day, Liverpool 3.0 is loading, where all these players that we kind of looked at of having great careers and great moments and great history, and basically led us to winning trophies, now are leaving. I don't know where he's gonna go. I don't know if he's gonna go to the Saudi League or the American League or wherever he will go, but that's not up to us. We'll see where he goes. I think probably MLS is probably more likely, in my opinion, than the Saudi League, but we will see where he goes anyway. And obviously he wanted to leave Liverpool Football Club. He wants to leave Liverpool Football Club now in the summer. Obviously, he's gonna recoup some money to Liverpool, and it's gonna be difficult to to see someone come in and replace him, because what people don't realize is washed up Salah is putting up better numbers than Saka, than Palmer. So your expectation levels for the wingers, it's going to put you in trouble because of watching someone be as effective as Mo on the football pitch. It's not easy. You're not going to get a player that gets you this many goals, this many assists, clutch moments, everything. So it'll be very difficult. So yeah, obviously a very difficult moment for Liverpool fans. Liverpool legend, and you know, the fact that he comes out and he says the club means more to him and he fell in love with the football club and he loves the football club, that's not something that you could just push to the side. Obviously he's absolutely elite player and one of the greatest Premier League players of all time, and now, like I said, I think he's our greatest Premier League player. Big up to you get me, big up to Stevie. You get me? Absolutely the reason why Liverpool had an international fan base to begin with. But after everything Mo's done and the league title he carried us to last season, I think he takes top spot, you know, with everything that he's done. But regardless, one of the greatest Prem players of all time. And he stayed during his prime, never asked to leave, remained at Liverpool Football Club. And thanks for everything, Mo. Absolute legend of Liverpool Football Club, absolute icon of Liverpool Football Club. And you know, we will never forget all the moments he gave us last season. You know, everything that we did in Slot's first season. Slot owes his career to Mohamed Salah. He literally owes his career to Mohamed Salah. He literally owes him his career. I think if Mo weren't at Liverpool Football Club, Slot would be the manager of Valencia right now. But obviously, he's lucky enough to have worked with a great player like this who had an elite season, 47 GA in 1 year. 47 GA in 1 year is absolute insanity. And yeah. And by the way, some way, somehow, Slot has survived, you know, over Salah. I have no idea how. Should have gone a long time ago. But yeah, big up to all of you. 800 people in the building. Let's get the likes up. Let's subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. And let me know your thoughts on this Salah situation as well in the comment section down below. Big up to Felipe. He says, you know, I defended him from woke football hipsters. I'm not even going to read the names because I'll suddenly have someone pulling up a reaction video somewhere. What a legend. Shame on LFC fans that disrespect him. Salah is the king. You know, I'm going to just go ahead and say this. It'll be very interesting to see which Liverpool channels actually, like, what do they do next? Because it's going to be very difficult. You know, they can't be doing the same content on repeat now, just blaming the same player week in, week out. They're actually going to have to start talking about the football. So I wonder how it's going to go for them. You know, every week, Salah this, Salah that, Salah this, Salah that. Now he's going to leave in the summer. Let's see if they're going to give him a bit of leeway. They won't. Let's see if they'll just give him a good send-off. They won't. You know, but then after that, at the end of the day, some people just never got over never got over the fact that Salah overtook Mane to an insane degree as a Liverpool player. Like, with all due respect to Sadio Mane, fantastic player, Liverpool legend, he's not even on the level of Salah when it comes to Liverpool greatness. Like, Salah is on the level of Kenny Dalglish, you know, Stevie G, the best of the best. And, you know, obviously, like, no one is on his level, in my opinion, you know, except the greatest players of all time. When you have someone like a Stevie, like a Kenny, those are the players that are on his level. You know, some people, obviously, we know why they dislike him. And you can see it in the comment section of every live chat. Every time I have every time I have any constructive opinion to have on Mo or say anything about Mo, immediately people come in the chat and go like, you're just defending him because he's Arab, and you're just defending him because he's Muslim, as always, you know. And then there's obviously the aesthetics merchants. And the truth of the matter is, you know what is Salah numbers with good aesthetics? Lionel Messi. So unless you expect Salah to have Messi to be like the next Messi, then you can't expect him to look aesthetically pleasing while putting up the stuff that he does, while doing the stuff that he does on the pitch. So yeah, obviously elite Liverpool player, legend of Liverpool Football Club, our greatest Premier League player of all time, one of the best Premier League players in history, and by far the most disrespected Liverpool player of all time, by far the most disrespected Premier League player of all time, and disrespected by our own fan base. By the way, we don't even need to look at the others. Chelsea fans will disrespect him because he literally dragged the Hazard conversation to the mud. You expect the rivals to disrespect him. I'll be honest with you, the fan base that I've seen least disrespect Mo is Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans and City fans, to be fair, are the two fan bases that least disrespect Mo. United fans, obviously, because he owns them. Chelsea fans, because he destroyed Hazard. But yeah, obviously, massive impact on fans from the Middle East. I've always said this. I grew up in the UAE. I was one of two Liverpool fans in the whole school. I'll be honest with you, no one knew who no one supported Liverpool in this region of the world, but the impact that he's had. Now you go to the mosque, you see a Salah shirt. You go outside, you see a Salah shirt. You see a kid in the village wearing a Salah shirt. So yeah, the impact that he's had on the globalization of Liverpool and the stuff that he's done is just absolutely insane. So yeah, let's get the likes up, chat. Big up. Arne Slot has ruined Liverpool if he's here next year. Look, here's my thing with this Slot thing, yeah? I think Slot is gone in the summer. Like, as much as I would love to, as much as I would like to, I would love to, conspiracize with you, he's definitely gone in the summer. Because Hughes will go in the summer and Slot will go in the summer. So they'll probably leave with each other, if anything. They'll probably live with each other, if anything. So I think obviously he's gonna leave in the summer, and yeah. So will Arnie. I don't think Arnie is. I don't think Arnie will survive this summer at Liverpool Football Club. I think a new sporting director will come in, and eventually he'll be moved on. Guys, let's get to 300 likes, please. We got over almost 900 people in here. This is great news. He's washed now. Get Olise. Yeah, this is great news for you because you're a Salah hater. And the thing that you don't understand, a washed up Salah is still better than how many Premier League wingers? I know Callum tried to claim that, Madueke has been better than him. No, he hasn't. But, he's still better than some of the prime versions of these players, even this version of him. Salah leaving doesn't make sense. We need experience. If the team was ready, I would say let him leave. But the team is terrible at the moment. I don't know, man. Look, maybe if a manager came in the summer and, or actually, I'll take it a step further. If Liverpool Football Club actually made the decision to sack Arne Slot when they should have, 8 months ago, I think you might have been in a position where, a manager came in and changed the way that we used him and changed the way that he was applied on the football pitch. It would have a different logic, if you would let's say after we lost to Nottingham Forest 3-0, Slot was sacked and Stevie G came in as an interim and he played more closer to goal. I think he would have had a better season, definitely, than the numbers he's putting up right now. And, we don't know what would have happened. So, yeah. But when you say it doesn't make sense, I'll be honest, what makes sense at Liverpool right now? When you say stuff doesn't make sense. When you say stuff doesn't make sense, what makes sense at Liverpool? Nothing makes sense at Liverpool. I'm as a Liverpool fan, I'm so happy he's going. He's finished now. Olise is so much better. But here's the thing, though. You're bringing up Olise. No one's going to deny that Olise has been better than Mo this season. We all agree. But all this washed up, blah, 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 he's putting up better numbers than the likes of Saka. And Saka's looked at as one of the best Premier League right wingers. So you have to look at it from that perspective. Steven Gerrard is 10x better than Salah. No, he's not. You can say Gerrard is ranks higher or whatever. I think it's 1A, 1B, but you can't say 10 times better. 10 times better is an absolute lie. This reeks of Gerrard and Rodgers. Hey, I remember that whole Gerrard and Rodgers thing. Obviously, that whole Gerrard and Rodgers thing was kind of different. I remember the game where, I think we were all upset as Liverpool fans was when Gerrard didn't play away at the Bernabeu. He didn't play away at the Bernabeu. Eid Mubarak. May Allah accept our ibadah. Ameen. May Allah accept all of our ibadas and all of our prayers, man. Ameen, Ya Rabbil Alameen. More haters will regret their words when he's gone. No, they won't. No, they won't, because they exist in their own bubble. There were people 3 summers ago who wanted Mo gone. He came back, won us the Premier League, and they still didn't give him credit. It's people like us who actually like the guy and who actually rate him and who actually thinks he's a great Premier League player and one of the best Liverpool players of all time that will sit here and actually go like, man, we miss this guy. But yeah, it is what it is. Huge Salah career, very well played. It's been an honor to watch this player in Liverpool. Big shoes to fill for future wingers down the right hand side. Yes, it's going to be very difficult to put any sort of like Mo level expectations on him. Going to be very difficult to put Mo level expectations on him. Very difficult, and we'll be put in a position where it's kind of like almost impossible to replace, because you can't expect a winger to come in and get like 40 GA. You can't. Which right winger is going to come into Liverpool right now and have 40 GA at Liverpool Football Club? Who? And also the bigger issue is, and this is a question I've asked, like probably for the last 4 Liverpool streams. Bro, like, we might be in another rebuild next year, so this is going to be worse. Big up to my guy, OK 192. He says, Salah is a Premier League legend. Respect what he's done, even if he's been a nightmare to play against. Alongside KDB, he's been the best of the last decade. Absolute legend in the league. I agree with this. I think Mo and KDB have been the 2 best players in the league over the last 10 years. By far, dominated the Premier League, season in, season out, consistency, big games in the Premier League, everything that they've done in the Prem. These 2 players have absolutely dominated the league, and he will be massively missed at Liverpool Football Club. I just hope we don't put crazy expectations on whichever right winger comes to replace him, because no one's putting up these numbers, you guys. Literally no one is putting up these numbers. So, yeah. Much respect to Salah. Now, please join Galatasaray. Hey, he might. I'm not saying he won't. He might. At the end of the day, no one knows where Mo will be. By the way, it wouldn't shock me if he stayed in Europe but went to like Serie A or something like this. He might go to Serie A. He might go to like, one of the leagues maybe where the pace is a bit slower, where they don't play as quickly, where they don't, where they don't like, where they don't like, need that much athleticism. Like, let's keep in mind, KDB was done athletically. KDB was finished athletically, but he went to the Serie A and he absolutely cooked. So it wouldn't shock me if he goes to Serie A, or it wouldn't shock me if he goes to like somewhere where the league isn't as athletic. It's a genuine possibility he goes to one of those leagues and he performs well. It wouldn't shock me. Only now, everyone will see how much we will miss such a player. When you lose something, only then you truly appreciate it. True football fans will always know to respect him no matter who they support. Yeah, it'll be very difficult to replace a player of that caliber, a player of that ilk. That's why I think from when the whole like Mo is washed conversation and people start bringing up, this Mo this and Mo that, I've always said, as long as you get a good replacement, I'm okay with him going. My issue is we can't like get rid of Mo and get the likes of Minte and stuff like this. You're looking at a massive situation at Liverpool Football Club where you're gonna have to buy basically someone elite. You're gonna have to get someone who's just next level, to be honest with you. So yeah. We will tell our grandkids about Mohamed Salah. Of course, we will tell our grandkids about Mohamed Salah. How can we not? How can we not tell our grandkids about the player that dominated the English Premier League? Just like I'm going to tell my grandkids about Stevie, just like I'm going to teach them about, you know, all these elite players that played for us. I need to start my own Project Salah, man. I need to start my own Project Salah. And yeah, slot out, Gakpo out. Let me ask you all a question. Just out of curiosity. Who would you have rather stayed at Liverpool? Gakpo or Salah? I'm just asking a question. Who would you rather stay, Salah or Gakpo? Who would you rather stay? Just asking. Who would you rather keep at Liverpool Football Club, chat?
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
Salah with his right leg only. Big up Mo, man. What a player. What a player, man. Oh, God. Mom texted me saying Mo's leaving and it's going to be emotional and always will be a legend. Wallahi, never forgive Slot for setting you up to fail in his last year. I agree with this. Like, it's almost for me an extra reason to hate Arne Slot, bro. It's almost like Arne Slot just gave me an extra reason to hate on him. You know, Arne Slot just gave me an extra reason to be mad. Arne Slot just gave me an extra reason to be peed off with him. Arne Slot just gave me another reason to hate him, you know? Like, he gave me another reason now, because I'm thinking, like, you couldn't even just get him closer to goal in the last, like, on his last season, mate. You couldn't just get him closer to goal a little bit? Like, you know, it's like, it's not like we needed any more reason to hate on Mo anyway, to hate on the Slot anyway, but, you know, now we have extra reason. He couldn't even just keep him, like, closer to goal a little bit. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Welcome to the modern ball. The player gives you everything he can in terms of success. 1 year not that great, and then the disrespect will come. And still not that great season, better than all your wingers. Have some shame. W super chat for Mookie. Absolute W super chat for Mookie here. Bratte Moy cooking. What are you cooking, Bratte Moy? What are you cooking, Bratte Moy? The level of disrespect shown by Liverpool fans towards Mo this season, you would think he is like some, like, you would think he's like some scrub. Bro, he's the reason why you guys went to a parade. Let's just keep it a buck, you guys. Now that he's announced he's going to leave, let's just be honest about this. Yes, Slot made Gravenberg DM. Yes, McAllister, Gravenberg, Van Dijk were great last year. But let's be honest. If Mo wasn't part of Liverpool Football Club last year, we 100% do not win the league. Let's not bring up all the moments that he had last year, you know? But one bad season and all of a sudden, oh, he's this, he's that. People never said this about any previous player. Like, with all due respect, Sadio Mane's last year wasn't that good, you know? Like, Firmino's last season wasn't that good. Fabinho's last season, Henderson's last season, people never bring those up. They're always like, oh, yeah, Fabinho, the best DM I've ever... But his last season was bad, but people never bring it up. You know, it's the truth. Salah leaving early is on Slot misusing him. Last week, he proved he's still top. This is on Slot. Next season's Liverpool won't make top 8. Salah carried us. I'll be honest with you, Prince of Zamunda, with Slot at Liverpool Football Club, we're definitely not going to win like a Premier League next season. I think we definitely need to replace the manager. 100% we need to replace the manager. 100% we need to get a new manager in. You know, we 100% need to get a new manager in. We 100% need to get someone new in. Or else all these players are in trouble, bro. All these players are in trouble. All these players are in trouble. Not just like whoever is at Liverpool football. I'm talking about like the Verts and the Isaks and these players. Like we just had to, you know, get a move on, you know, from Arne Slot in the summer, you know. So yeah. Can we offer Gakpo and Slot? Wow. That's crazy. You never know what you have until it's gone. Yes, 100%. And we've seen this like many times. We haven't had a striker as good as Suarez since he left. We haven't had a midfielder as good as Stevie since he's left. Like all these things are true. Like people need to understand. You can like him, you can dislike him, you can like his aesthetic, you can dislike his aesthetic. There are so many things, which is up to you, of course. Like no one is gonna force you to like someone. But at the end of the day, you know, when he goes, you will understand how difficult it is to have a winger be that effective and be that great on the football pitch. You will understand how difficult it is for you to bring in a winger that's effective, that, you know, is plays well in the big games for you, that has so many iconic moments, you know. So yeah, it's not, it definitely won't, it's definitely not going to be easy at all. It's 100% not going to be easy at all. And it's going to be very difficult to replace him, and going to be very difficult to put yourself in a position where, you know, you're looking at the future without him. Because what does the future without him look like? What does the future without him look like? How will we cope without him? All these questions, you know? All these questions. Yo, Mike, I sent you the link. All those questions. Oh, he's here already. Okay, let me just grab these last three. We cannot replace him. Yes, I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, but we definitely need a player of a certain caliber and quality. You can't just get some random guy and go like, oh, here's your Salah replacement, Minte. Bro, what are you talking about? Like, we need a good players, bro. Virgil, Salah, Ali, Robbo, when all gone, it's going to be emotional. I think I disagree on Robbo, but on Alisson and Virgil van Dijk, 100% I agree. I'll be just as sad when these guys leave as well. Pedro Neto would be the perfect replacement. I expect nothing more from a Chelsea fan like yourself, because all Chelsea fans lack football IQ. So this is completely normal for you to say. You probably think Palmer is the best player in the league and Caicedo is the best DM. So, yeah. Big up to everyone who just joined us from the Football Terrace. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Every single one of you, please like, subscribe. And, yeah, keep getting stuck in the chat. I hate football and F slot A. I hear you. I hear you. I really do. I really do. I understand. Trust me. Trust me. 900 people in the building, guys. Let's get to 500 likes ASAP, please. And big up. We have got someone to speak about this as well with us, man, like Mike Das. I'm going to put Mike Das LFC in the description for you guys. So, yeah. What's up?
So I had to wait for the software to kick up,
Yes.
because I run a software, and I just completely forgot because I wasn't supposed to be on any streams today, but yet here I am, right in front of you.
Big up.
So big up chat, big up people.
Big up. Talk to me, Mike. What do you think of this news? What's your reactions to it?
Listen, this day was gonna come. The guy is 34 years old. I mean, I've been saying for years. Again, I remember having arguments with you 3 years ago. I would die on the hill that Mohamed Salah is by far and away the best Liverpool Premier League player ever. And dare I say the best Liverpool player ever, because the competitiveness in this era is leaps and bounds more difficult than the competitiveness in the eras of Ian Rush or Kenny Dalglish or any of these other legends from that era. So, like, respectfully, I view modern football as a more difficult game than the prior football. Just all you got to do is watch any highlight, reel from a 1980s football game, and you'll be like, these guys all have zero athletics. But regardless, Mo's my GOAT. Mo has been the guy for us. Obviously, there's caveats, right? Like, Mo's not Mo without Mane and Firmino, but it doesn't matter. Last season proved that Mo could single-handedly by himself carry us to a Premier League title. Now, this season, listen, I don't think that I've been hypercritical of Mo, and I don't think me being hypercritical of him this season means I hate him. I just think that he doesn't fit slot. The club doesn't want to get rid of slot. It's a lose-lose situation. The only thing that I've really held over his head this season is that he's been very poor in front of goal. When he does get his chances, he's not clinical. the Mo this season needs 10 chances to score a goal, whereas the Mo in prior seasons needed 3, or maybe he needed 2. So, it's a drop off in efficiency, but he's not a touchline winger. I don't want to have all those conversations. Arne Slot is still at this fucking football club, and Mohamed Salah is leaving in the worst Premier League season and the worst title defense that I've ever seen a Premier League club have in history. And now I got to deal with him leaving my football club before Arne fucking Slot, before the guy who lost 9 out of 12. But regardless, everyone, like, if you hate Mo, then you hate Liverpool. It's just that simple. If you're critical of Mo, I think that's perfectly okay. But like in his sense, I think it's the perfect time to leave. The club is clearly negligent. The club is clearly incompetent. Richard Hughes has no idea what he's doing. Michael Edwards has no idea what he's doing. And Arne Slot has no idea what he's doing. So Mo is thinking to himself, I'm 34. I've got a year left on my deal. I could just go cash out and make 700,000 pounds a week in Saudi Arabia. If I'm Mo, that's what I'm doing. Set yourself up for some generational wealth. Pull a Cristiano Ronaldo, who's now a billionaire. And everyone knows Mo Salah in the Arab world is like as big as Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, he could easily become a billionaire, right? So you go set up generational wealth, Mo. You've given me a decade. You've won me everything. You've given me 2 Premier League titles, a Champions League. You won the Golden Boot and the Playmaker Award and the Prem last season by setting the record for the most GA in a 38-game season. My only regret is that he's not going to get to 200 goals and 100 assists, something that I don't think anyone else would eclipse, at least for the next generation or two. But it is what it is. But yeah, I love the guy to death. Without him, I probably wouldn't even be as big as a Liverpool fan as I am, because I was a casual in high school, and then we got Mohamed Salah, and I'm like, wow, there's something to pay attention to here and really get into. So I credit my love, my hardcore love for the sport to Mo Salah and Bobby and Mane, but this is the final pillar. Once Van Dijk leaves,
He kind of did what Steph did against
Alisson leaves. Yeah. I mean, listen, he's going out on a high, right? Like, is this a great season? No. But like, if this was any other winger in the world and you were looking at his GA, you would say that's really not that bad. Like, it's really not that bad. It's just because it's Mo. But now
he's putting up better numbers than Saka and Palmer. This is the truth.
No, 100%.
Even a washed up version of him, which is crazy.
But it isn't even his fault that he's washed. But no one wants to have that conversation, because everyone's just, let me only look at the player when he has the ball. Let me view football as a 1 out of 11 game, right? Like, everyone is obsessed with viewing everything in singulars. No one wants to view, well, what is everyone else on the pitch doing when he has the ball? And unfortunately for Mo this season, 9 times out of 10, he's getting the ball at the touchline with a fullback and a center back and no support. His only support is a pass backwards to whoever's playing right back. And it's either that or Mo makes something happen. And guys, at 34 years old, he's not like, this isn't 3 years ago. This isn't the 7-0 to United and he's sitting down Lisandro Martinez. We're not going to see that out of a 34-year-old. I don't expect to. You shouldn't expect to. You didn't even really see that from Messi when he was 34. But regardless, it is what it is. We have more important things to deal with, like securing top 5 and getting through PSG. I hope that this just galvanizes the players. I hope that this wakes up the players to, screw this manager. We need to do this for Mo. We're not going to play this dog shit system. Whatever he says, just throw it out the window. Like, we're just going to play our own game. But those are all just hopes. And yeah, big up to Fabrizio Romano. He couldn't break the news because Mohamed Salah had to break the news himself. So fuck Fabrizio. I'm happy that Mo circumnavigated all that and he broke the news to the world himself. It was a great video, tons of nostalgia. Infinite amounts of goals that I can think of, with the one against Chelsea really being the most, like, that's the one against Chelsea and the one from the halfway line against City. Those are like the 2 biggest ones that I think of when I think of Mo Salah, especially the one over Ederson, when Ederson just cleared it right into him and then we went up 4-1. We almost blew the lead in that game too. It ended up 4-3. But yeah, bro, I mean, listen, if you talk shit on Mo, you're not a Liverpool fan, and fuck you. But
where has this been all season? Where has this been all season,
But,
Mike?
I have said this all season. From the beginning of the season, I have said that to me, the only thing that I slight Mo for is his inability to finish chances. He has been exceptionally poor in clinicalness. Outside of that, I view it as more of a system problem because I've always said Mo Salah is a system player. Like everyone seems to think that Salah, I genuinely do not think that Mohamed Salah has anywhere even close to the same career if it's not with Jurgen Klopp and it's not with Liverpool, because the system is built around him and Mane. Like the whole system needs to be built around Mo. And last season it was. Last season it was Mo stay up high, Trent or whoever the hell else get the ball to Mo quickly, boom, play fast from Mo. And it worked. But like that's the only thing. Like I hear people's criticisms of him because they like players who are mavericks and they can like be good in any system and they can just make things happen on the ball. But that's fine. You still have to respect the, you know, the system gods. And I think that Mohamed Salah is the prime example of taking a player and turning him into a system player. Yes, you can be a system player and the best player ever because he was the most efficient piece of that system. Everything is designed for him to be efficient, and he was efficient, and so was Mane, and so was Firmino. That doesn't take away from his individual ability, but that's just like that's the way I view football. You know, if you want to view Eden Hazard as a better player, that's fine, but Hazard was overweight, eating fucking paella in Mallorca while Mohamed Salah was breaking the GA record in the Premier League. So, you know, you can laugh your way to the bank. I really don't care.
This is the thing for me. Like he's given us so many big moments. He's given us so many elite moments at Liverpool Football Club. And it's just like, it's sad. It feels like an end of an era, you know, like it feels like all these great moments, like, you know, and all these elite, incredible things that we've seen all of a sudden have come to an end. And, you know, now he's moving on to somewhere else. And we're going to sit up here and, you know, and we're basically going to be in a position where it's like, okay, where do we go from here now? Where do we take this whole Liverpool institution to? You know, who comes in to replace him? How do we move on? What's our plan B? All this type of stuff. You're just in a position where you're thinking about the future now, and you know it's going to be very difficult to replace him. It's extremely difficult, and I think this has been my logic from the start of the season, where ever since we've had these Mo conversations, where we're sat here going like, okay, you want to let him go in the summer, but who do you want to bring in? Who do you think is the ideal replacement? Who do you think is the good replacement? Who do you think is someone that, you know, you would bring in to Liverpool Football Club? And my logic from the beginning has always been, if you get a very good player, I'm not against anyone leaving. My issue is, you know, the exaggerations and, you know, this whole thing, because what you just said about like regular Premier League wingers, look, washed up Salah is putting better numbers than Saka. Now, the start of the season when Mo was struggling, if I went like, would you take Saka ahead of Mo? People go like, oh yeah, Mo is finished physically. Blah, blah, blah. Would you take Palmer ahead of Mo? Okay, but he's putting up less numbers even now. That's why I think we need a replacement of a certain level and ilk. I don't think you could just bring in any Tom, Dick, and And by the way, people recommended players like Minte and stuff, and I'm just sat here going like, do you guys like want to win the league? Do you guys actually want to be like successful? You know,
replace isn't the right word. I think you have to evolve past him. Like I think going forward, Liverpool have to evolve the system. I mean, we've bought 2 strikers for the future. You broke the record on Isak and you spent 80 million on Ekitike. And then you have Florian Wirtz. That's telling me that for the foreseeable future, you believe that the goals are going to come through the middle and not come through wide areas, which tells me that you have to change the profile that's on the wings. So you need to change a profile on the left and you need to change a profile on the right. Cody Gakpo is terrible, worst player I've ever seen, and Mohamed Salah is leaving. And he hasn't been efficient this season in the system that Slot wants to play. So I don't think that we're ever going to replace Mo. I don't think that we'll ever have another winger in the history of our club that breaks the GA record. I just don't. And honestly, I'm not sure any team is going to have one for quite some time. I don't see Saka putting up 48 GA. I don't see Esteval putting up 48 GA. I don't see any of the other wingers that you can name in this league. Semenyo, not in the Premier League. That's Premier League GA. Could you potentially see a number 9 do that? Maybe, absolutely, you know, but that's going to have to be built around that kind of system. I think that moving forward, I mean, it's all dependent on who the manager is going to be. Like in theory, if it's Arne Slot, you need two wingers who have pace and can beat fullbacks and then just spam crosses into the center. Like that's what Slot wants to do. He wants to isolate the winger into a 2v1, and then he wants to beat the fullback to the byline and get the ball into the center. So if you want that, then go out there and get me, two versions of Jeremy Doku. Go get me two versions of Diamande. Go get me two versions of that. I don't need goals from there. I need Jeremy Frimpong and Jeremy Doku to spam crosses. But a different manager, maybe we don't even play with wingers. Maybe we play with five.
He has to go still. He still has to go. Like he still has to
Slot?
go. Yes, Slot, 100%.
Oh no, I called. He needed to go in October, but it is what. Even if he wins the Champions League, I don't care. He has to go. But I'm not sure if we win the Champions League. I don't know if he will. But regardless of that, we need to evolve past him because. That's like you can't replace a player like that. You can't do it, right? Again, Barcelona kind of had a dip before Lamine Yamal came into the club after Messi left. But they sort of kind of evolved past that by getting Lewandowski, right? But to me, I just think that we have to move on and evolve. And evolve is the better word than replace, because you cannot replace him. Just like you can't replace Virgil van Dijk. You're not gonna. You're going to have to evolve to a different defensive structure. You're not going to be able to stick a 6'4" Dutch guy there and say, don't get dribbled past. It just isn't going to happen. So yeah, I mean, listen, we'll see. But, at this point, just enjoy every game. Enjoy every game Mohamed Salah
This is the thing. What's our role as content creators from now to the end of the season watching this guy? How, because I don't know, our role online as well is like, I know it'll be difficult during a game because it's a watch along and stuff, but I don't know. Like, I feel like we have to give him the best send off possible because of everything he's done for Liverpool Football Club, obviously. Like, you're talking about a guy, like, let's be honest, all the Liverpool content creators that we work with that met up last season at Anfield, let's be real, he's almost like 80% of the reason you guys even met each other in real life and went to a parade and celebrated at Anfield. Like, the thing is, how we need to be able to give him a great send-off as well from now to the end of the year. Now that we know he's going, I feel like criticism on him has to be a little bit less like, okay, we need to chill, like we know he's gone in the summer.
There's no point. There is no point. Like, again, if you can't see why Mohamed Salah, it's game week 32 or 33. If you can't figure out why Mohamed Salah has been poor this season, then you should probably just stop analyzing football in general, because you clearly you don't have eyes and you don't have the brain for it. And I'm not even trying to be a dick. That's just facts. We have 6 games left. If you can't figure it out by now, just hang it up, because anyone with a brain would look at any of the charts, any of the heat maps, any of the positionings and say, well, this is clearly the most different that Mohamed Salah has ever played in his entire career. And it clearly makes no sense that he's being asked to do this. So my bad, 7 Premier League games left. So yeah, I would just say, enjoy it, live with it. It is what it is. All your favorite players are going to leave at one point or another. It's a part of football. It's a part of life. Actors get old, musicians get old, footballers get old, and eventually, they just become a memory of the past. And pretty soon, a year from now, that's what Mohamed Salah will be. And we just have to accept that and just be happy for the moments that he gave us. Go watch your little highlight reels, watch the compilations, watch all of his goals.
I'm not sure I'm ready to watch a compilation on the day
he's gonna kill me. He's gonna make me cry. That's for sure.
I'm definitely. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about like this is just the natural progression of things. And
it happens, man.
But again, I'm maybe I know a lot of people view me as a more cold, analytical, emotionless person, but you
are to an extent. But today,
just tell the truth, Mike.
Today you've been emotional. I'll give you credit. Today you'll be emotional.
But that's just
look at this guy. You have spent all year long in my comment section saying, "Stop defending Salah, get him out of my club." He announces he's leaving.
Do you know what?
Now
Husam?
You're like, "Why am I heartbroken?"
Well,
Do you know
Because
what,
don't
guys?
know
Do you know what?
is worth until it's gone. That's why.
This
I
happens
think
all the time.
reality has finally like struck some people. Like they've realized, like, yo, this
Well, I mean,
is not an easy player
It's
to replace.
hurting, man.
Yeah,
It's
we've been telling
hurting.
you
The
this,
pain.
guys. Like, we're trying to explain. I
It's
hear where
kinda-
Mike's coming from. I don't need another winger to get 47 GA. I know he went extreme with the Frimpong and Doku example, very extreme, I know. But I'm saying, even though you don't need a winger that can get you 47 GA, when
Yeah.
you have Isak up top and Iktiki up top and they're not scoring, you need a winger at least that can get you a goal. You know,
Yeah,
you
no,
need
for sure.
Like-
you need- like you might not need 47 GA, but
15
you
goals a
need
season.
25 GA, 26 GA, you know, something like this. You know, that's why I've always wanted like a very good winger as well who can be effective in front of goal. So
Yeah.
anyway, Fozzy, what's your reaction to this news?
Guys, does it supposed to hurt like this? Honestly, like I can't
Yeah.
believe, like it's painful, man. Honest to God, it is painful. I can't believe it. Like Salah leaving. Listen, sometimes we say stupid things in the streams that we do, and you know the panel shows that we do, but we know what this guy means to us as a fans. You know, what I mean, he means a lot to us, especially you know the success we had under Jurgen Klopp with this guy. Now, like it's come to the realization, like he's leaving. It's hurting, man. I can't believe the pain I'm feeling, man. I had a little tear. I said, well, "What the hell?" The end of an era with this guy. He's to me. Listen, I watch Gerrard. I watch John Barnes. I watch all the greatest players for Liverpool. The way this guy has impacted and his consistency as a footballer, no one comes close. Nobody can talk about that. That's what you forget, guys. Once things like that leave your football club, it's never going to be the same again for a long, long time. You know, it's going to take. This guy is like a 1 in a million player at Liverpool Football Club. I've never seen anyone like this in my lifetime playing like Salah. And now we're no longer going to see that. It's starting to hit home what we're going to miss in the future as well. And yeah, it's going to be a big, big miss, man. I thought I was waiting for Arne Slot to be sacked, but I saw Salah. You know what I mean? Instead, and I thinking,
Fozzy was thinking wrong bomba.
listen. All I'm gonna say is, guys, it's March 24th, 2026. If you haven't learned that Arne Slot is not going to be sacked by now,
he ain't going, bro.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what else to teach you. I would say just hang it up, become a casual, and you know, just enjoy the finer things in life and leave football to the side. I will say though, I have a particular place in my heart right now for Richard Hughes, who I'm not a fan of. However, if it comes out that there is a strategic manipulation going on between Richard Hughes going to Saudi Arabia and then Richard Hughes getting to Saudi Arabia and purchasing Mohamed Salah for a nice cushy fee that's overinflated, well then, Mr. Richard Hughes, me and you are even.
He's on a free,
Me
bro.
and you are even.
He's on a free.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He has another year in his contract. If he
No,
went
no.
on a
They said
free,
they
that-
terminated at the end of the season.
They said they're terminating.
They terminated at the end of the season, bro. He's going on free.
They could have.
Yeah.
I think they could have
Yeah,
gotten like.
yeah,
20
Mike. Yeah.
All right, yo, fuck this. Fuck this. Are you fucking kidding me?
You haven't seen this?
You haven't seen it? It's all over the news, bro. Right in front of you. Check it out.
I didn't fucking read it. I just saw that he's leaving.
On a
We're terminating-
free.
Yo, bro, bin this whole fucking club. Bin it. Yo, this is the worst fucking football club in history. This is the worst run football club. We are the worst champions. We are a laughing stock. We are headed straight to fucking mid-table mediocrity. Guys,
finished,
buckle
mate.
your
We're
fucking
finished.
seatbelts.
We
Buckle your
are
seatbelt.
finished, mate.
Buckle your
We're
seatbelt.
done.
Yeah, that whole new Anfield Road section, guess what? Bullshit. Meaningless, waste of fucking money.
Mark's
At
woken
the
up now.
training center,
Husam.
no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. The coffee shop, oh, that's amazing. I love your matcha tea. Get fucked. We're screwed. Fuck. Who the fuck wants to come to this fucking club that's run like this? What kind of player wants to come here? What
Been
kind of
saying that for
manager
how
would want
long?
to come? This is
Everybody
just-
turned on
oh
me.
my
There you
God.
go, people.
Oh my God.
We are a joke, and it's never going to end. Normal circumstances, when the season ends, when we're at the top 4, Jurgen comes up with a master plan the next season. We ain't no longer
could
got
have at
that.
least gotten 20
We've
million,
got nothing
bro.
like that now. We're
Bro, you
fucked.
could have at least sold him for as much as we bought Endo for. You
Bro.
at least could have made 15 million pounds.
We are done, man.
Yeah, easily you could have gotten like 20 to 30.
Oh, hell
from
yeah.
Saudi, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, this is
Even Serie A clubs will
fucking
pay 20.
free. A
Free,
fucking
bro.
free.
They terminated his contract, bro, at the end of the season in the summer.
Bro, what do we do? What the?
This could be it, by the way, and this refers to the Hughes thing that Mike is talking about. Like they might have went like, yeah, we're gonna let you go to Saudi, blah blah blah. But he's like, I don't want to go to Saudi. I want to go to the Serie A. I want to go to etc. Like he might have said that, by the way, which is something that like I'll be honest with you, it doesn't shock me because why should he accept your terms of leaving? Maybe because I give you an example. Watching KDB last season, he probably looked even more washed up than Mo. Like he looked real bad, KDB, in his last season.
Oh yeah, he looked bad.
He became like an impact sub almost.
Yeah.
He's watching KDB at Napoli going like, yo, I could probably go to like Inter Milan, AC Milan, Napoli, and kill it over there. Now,
Slow
when I say
football,
kill it,
Husam. Slow
yeah,
football,
very much
Husam.
slower football. Now, when I say kill it, I'm not saying he will go to Napoli and get like 50 GA, but he'll go over there and, maybe he'll bang in 17, 18 goals.
You know
He'll
what?
get 10 assists. He'll put up very good
Yeah,
numbers
he
for the
would. He
Serie
would.
A.
100%.
You know what?
Yeah. Because you
I
don't
think
really need PNP in the Serie A. You just don't.
He could go hand
I
there too.
think
Don't need to come back.
This is okay. I believe what happened is Mo Salah came out with the comments in December. The club basically said, we don't give a shit. Fuck you. Here's a round table. And then after that, Mo was like, okay, I'm done. And also, I think Mo is levels above how he's playing right now, in a proper system that's built for him. And he's probably just saying, you know what? I've given you 10 years. Let me go. And the club is just like, okay.
I want to ask you guys a question, Mike. Yeah?
No biggie.
Do you guys think like this manager is leaving? Honestly, like be honest. Do you guys the way we're signing Jacket, the way we're getting rid of Salah, do you think Salah would leave if another manager was coming in? That would give him a chance probably to stay on.
I think the club I think Jamie has been right this whole time. And I think that the club looks at the season and says, well, we lost all these games in the last minute. We're pretty unlucky. We drew a lot of these games in the last minute. We're pretty unlucky. Slot's not that bad because we're not Chelsea. We're not getting bopped 3-0 against Everton right now. We're losing games in the final minute. Now, we did get bopped earlier this season, but then the club can just come out with a laundry list of excuses like Jota and fitness and this and that and the other.
Yeah, they got the excuses already ready. Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, the culture of this club right now, in my mind, is rotten. The ownership is rotten, and we're bound for mediocrity. But yeah, big up Mo wherever he go. If Arne Slot is here next season, I will officially become a fan of wherever Mo goes, and I'm out. See you, Liverpool. I'll be back when Slot's gone.
Yeah, it's a mess, man. It's an absolute mess. Well, listen, guys, it's an end of an era, isn't it? This only comes. It does a life.
I look at this differently than you both with this whole Slot thing. I'll be honest with you. I think if Hughes leaves in the summer, I think Slot goes. Because one of the main things as a sporting director, we have to look at this objectively. Yeah? Let's move all emotions to the side. If Richard Hughes in the summer goes like, okay, guys, I'm packing my bags and I'm going to Al Hilal, any new sporting director coming in would want to get his own manager. I think this is one of the keys. And by the way, we've seen this with sporting directors 100 different times. Where a sporting director comes in and goes like, I'm going to get my new manager and I'm not going to work with the same old manager and blah, blah, blah. By the way, we've seen this happen at football clubs before. This is not news.
But not at Liverpool.
If Hughes walks away, when you say not at Liverpool, before Slot came in, who was the sporting director? Schmatka. In Klopp last season. Klopp announces he's going to go. Hughes comes in with Michael Edwards and they choose Arne Slot to be the new manager of Liverpool Football Club. And let's not forget, we had an abundance of options.
But the thing is, with Arne Slot, he's got credit in the bank, my brother. That's the difference. You know what I mean? When you got credit in the bank, they give you more time. Look at what they did with Brendan Rodgers, for example.
Define credit. Define credit.
But actually, I'll use
Premier League win. Because Premier League win, number one. And not only that, Mike.
So long.
Premier League win, that's number one. And the excuses you said about, Jota passing, the new players are not fitting in yet, there's transition happening, etc., etc. If you watch around, let me give you an example, guys. Watch around the table when they were speaking. But listen what they're saying. This is plans for next season, majority of it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You don't bring two hierarchies with a manager in the middle for no reason. They've already had plans made for next season. This season is a write-off. This season is a complete write-off. That's why I'm telling you guys, he's staying. If you listen to them carefully, then it will clear up what they exactly mean, which is next season. That's why I keep telling people.
Explain it to me. What's making you think that Slot will stay? Give me your reason.
First of all, that video should not. It came out of the blue. They normally promote videos like that when it first comes out, right? It just came out of the blue. They put it in. So when I was watching this this around the table, they were making excuses throughout the actual video. They were saying the reason we haven't played the way we're playing this season because of the injuries that we have, and the reason we haven't played the way we're playing this season because we've got new players. There's transition happening around the football club. You know, the players' heads are not in it after what happened to Jota, obviously in the summer. So if you're making excuses like that, that means you're planning for another season, not this season. So the more I looked into it, the more I understood what they were saying. And I've never seen a video where the hierarchies are sitting with a manager in the middle either. When did you ever see something like that? I've never seen that ever at Liverpool.
I put Slot to the side. How would you then explain he was leaving in the summer? Because it's Fabrizio and Saudi sources telling you who's going.
But the thing is, Husam, this is an open door. How often do executives stay, recruitment guys stay at Liverpool Football Club? They don't. It's always a revolving door. They always change.
Let me give you an example. Yeah, you and Mike are both my guys. I invite you to Liverpool shows every Friday. I've told you guys, come join me on this video today, etc. Let's say tomorrow I go like, guys, Don Husam is for sale. New guy comes in, I sell him the channel for 50 grand, and I'm like, okay, I'm taking time off from YouTube. Okay, and I'm going like, okay, guys, you go ahead and you take over this channel. The new guy that comes in won't have the same relationship with you guys that I did. So I'm looking at it from the perspective of, okay, let's say, forget Slot, Salah, everything. Let's say Hughes in the summer leaves, which is reported by Fabrizio, which is reported by Saudi sources that are legitimate. The new sporting director coming in does not have the same relationship with Slot that Hughes did. And on top of all that as well, let's not forget that Edwards as well is leaving. So if Michael Edwards as well leaves, who came in to do
Sam,
club extra
Sam,
club.
remember Brendan Rodgers? Remember Brendan Rodgers, mate? They changed the whole backroom stuff and he still stayed. You know what I mean? So these things happen, mate. I'm telling you, I have this feeling he's going to be here. And I don't
think Edwards is going.
Nah, I don't think Edwards is going. I think Hughes is going, but they will bring someone in. But yeah, I'm listening. I'm resigned to that. What do you do when you want to like change things? You get rid of the biggest personality in the football club, which is Mo Salah. That's what they've done. That's gone. Yeah. So now he can just concentrate on obviously the players that he has at the football club in the next season. That's what it is, guys. It should be.
Well, you haven't really answered Fuzzy, you're very intelligent. You haven't really answered my question. So let's say Fuzzy and Mike both together are the new sporting director of Liverpool. You walk in this summer. Your relationship with Slot is not Richard Hughes' relationship with Slot. Your relationship with the sporting director, with the current manager, you're thinking to yourself, this is not my manager. This is Hughes' manager. And if he gets bad results on the pitch, I'll get blamed. I'm just being objective and honest about this. I'm putting all emotions to the side.
I don't think sporting director actually matters to me. I don't think it does, mate. I think it's just, when I look at Liverpool, how often do we actually change sporting directors? How many did Jurgen Klopp work with? You know what I mean? So it just goes to show it don't have to be the same sporting director that could, get you sacked or anything like that. As long as you could work with the manager, it's fine, man. Because Jurgen Klopp, what did he go through? Edwards, Julian Wards, Smackdown, that's free. Husam. So that should answer your question, man. 3 different sporting directors.
Yeah, but that's Jurgen Klopp. You know that Slot doesn't have.
Yeah, but Slot's got the credit, bro. According to them,
he doesn't
he's got
have the credit of Klopp.
According to FSG, he has, bro. He's won the Premier League, bro. And what happened in the summer as well. Don't forget, like what happened obviously with Jota. What's happened with the new players? They're not integrated with the team. So much stuff, man, happened in this season.
Klopp is like the Bill Gates. He built Liverpool up.
Yeah.
He is. Klopp
Ask
is
the
the
question.
guy.
Like three
You
different people.
can't
were-
use logic. You can't use logic. You're
Yeah, but
using
he built
logic.
Liverpool from the ground up. He made FSG all that money. He made Liverpool a relevant football
And
club.
they don't care.
They don't care, bro.
They don't care.
Aris-
They don't care about winning. I can tell you, Husam. They don't care about winning. They don't care about winning.
Husam, Steve Wozniak is the only reason why you have an iPhone. But Steve Jobs didn't give a fuck.
Exactly,
Because
bro.
Steve Jobs is the one who put the phone in front of you, right? It doesn't matter who makes it. It matters who sells it, right? So at the end of the day, in the club's eyes, Jurgen Klopp is just, he's a statue of the past. Like, it
Exactly.
is what it is. You know, fans
He became
are
a
gonna
problem
think
to them
differently
afterwards because he became
than
a
an
big
owner.
personality. Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, all this guys, this is not how corporations work, especially American corporations. You know,
Thank
it's
you,
just
Mike.
not. It's just not. I hate to be the guy to introduce you to capitalism, but that's just not the way it works. They don't give a fuck. They don't
Thank you,
care.
Mike.
They don't care. But
They don't,
the only
Husam.
disagreement, the only disagreement I have is I don't think that I don't think that roundtable had anything to do with the future. To me, all that
I think
roundtable
it
was, I think it was pure politics. I think it came out at a time.
Mike, there was no
everyone
point
wanted
putting
the
it out.
manager to-
Mike, there was no
But
point.
no, hold on,
What was the
hold on,
point?
hold on.
What was the
I
point putting it
got
out?
you. I got you. So it came at a time where a huge section of the fan base wanted the manager gone, and a huge section of the fan base didn't want the manager gone. So what does the club have to do to try to mitigate the situation? Well, let's release a roundtable to please the people who want him in. That way, if we do fire him, we can say we tried, right? That then gives them a cop out. They can say, look, I tried to support him. He failed. You can't get mad at me when I fire him after 2 seasons. And then the people who wanted him gone in the first place, guess what? Well, we don't give a shit, because at the end of the day, as long as that happens, I don't care about what happened before it.
Is what
because
K-Max
now it's
said-
about the future.
Is what K-Max said earlier in a different stream as well. Like
It all makes
I
sense
think-
now, doesn't it?
Yeah, go,
makes
K-Max.
sense
You
now.
say what you said to me in the other stream.
All makes sense.
It'll clear it. It'll clear it for them.
Yeah, so look, big up everyone. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do this, because this is a
Always.
really difficult stream. Like, this is a really
is.
difficult stream. Okay, this I knew this was going to happen. Like, I really wished it wouldn't happen, but this all just ties in with nerd stuff. Like, Mike's talked about capitalism. Mike's talked about money and the owners. Our club is run by nerds. Okay, it's run by people in suits and laptops, and they just look at data and they don't use their eyes. Okay, everyone talks about the eye test. Liverpool does not do anything with the eyes. Mike Jurgen did, but he's old-fashioned. But none of these lot do. And look, it's all about numbers. It's all about numbers right now. And if you look at the numbers, and I think I spoke about this briefly on your last show, on the Liverpool show. If you look about numbers, yeah, Jurgen took over Liverpool from Brendan Rodgers, and there was a dip. There was a dip to 61 points. And then there was like another, it was an increase, but it wasn't too much. And then he started to hit the high numbers. And the numbers were 99 when we came second and 98 when we won the league.
That's it, yeah.
There was a massive dip afterwards that went to 67. The nerds are looking at Liverpool from Jurgen to Slot, and he went from, it was like 84 or 85 with Jurgen, came third. Arnie won the league with 86 or 87. I think it was 86. There's then been a drop, and this drop is going to be 61, 67. Who knows what this drop's going to be? But they're looking at the data, and the data shows that there are drops after massive league wins.
There you go.
And also, what happened after we won the league? We then had a meltdown, and then we sold the midfield. Like, we started to see there was old players that needed to be moved on. I really hope they are not looking at it at the same way and saying, look, okay, we won the league. There's always going to be a drop, because there always has been. I don't know why, but there has. Jurgen had loads of injuries and that. There was loads of reasons why. But then they're talking about bad luck. They're talking about Liverpool being unlucky.
Yep.
And all of the circumstances kind of show that we have been unlucky in certain areas. We're unlucky because we've got a shit manager, in my eyes. But that's just the way they see it. And the laptop nerds are looking at it going, this is the drop-off. What's going to happen next? Well, the next thing that's going to happen, we're going to sell the old guard because they're to blame. And then we then get some new players in. We've already got new players that will then have settled. And then the points will then rise again. That's what they're thinking.
It's happened before. It's happened
that's
before.
What the nerds are looking at.
Yep.
But the biggest problem I see is I don't even know whether we're going to have any nerds. Because their futures are all up in the air as well. But if Michael Edwards stays, Richard Hughes stays, and Arnie Slot stays, and Mo Salah gets sold, and then Virgil might last another year. And unfortunately, the nerds are looking at it, and then they're seeing Liverpool next season as an uptake, and that means we'll be challenging again, and we'll be winning trophies.
Things
again,
are back to normal, and it came back. Yeah,
and it's all back to normal. And it was just a blip.
I'm telling you, Mike, you got to look back at the history of this football.
In the whole
That's
club.
the way we run, bro.
In it, sell it, put out, take out a second
Let's
mortgage.
ask again the question.
Take out a second
Listen,
mortgage
I'll
and
explain
leverage
to you,
the
Husam.
club. Leverage the club
Okay,
into
so
a mortgage rate.
listen, even
lie.
after all your
It doesn't
explanations,
lie.
I
And by
respectfully disagree.
the way, I just want to say
still
one
think
more
he's
thing. Liverpool are 100% compensating for our shit season and maybe not getting into the Champions League with massive merchandise and advertising. I have never seen Liverpool pushing so much in merch, advertising, getting our players everywhere. Like, they are plastered everywhere. Like, I reckon our players are doing more media stuff than they're doing training right now.
Every advert you see on TV,
we
bro,
don't
innit?
train, K-Mac. We don't train. We play spike ball, we play checkers, and we drink matcha. Okay, we drink pure green matcha at the coffee shop with your white Americano, and then we supplement that with some spike ball and some checkers and some Uno and some bingo, and then we just go out on the field and we just do crossbar challenges, and we watch Bubba Spy, take some free
Mo
kicks.
Salah.
Let me ask you all a question. I'll let Mike answer it first. We'll come to the supers in a bit, guys. Big up to everyone who sent in a super chat. Make sure guys are listening to K-Mac and liking and subscribing, please. We're closing in on 500 likes. I'll start with you, Mike. So is next season a write-off as well then? Are we in another rebuild again? And is it a write-off?
If Arne Slot is here, we will not finish in a European.
You're not allowed a cop-out answer. You can't.
No. That's not a cop-out. Everything hinders on the manager. Like, if I have Husam, I'm not even kidding. If Liverpool came and knocked on your door and said, Husam, it's time for the big leagues. Let's go. You're on the touchline. You would have a better chance of winning something next season than Arne Slot. It's not possible, because I've seen Arne Slot play Arne Slot ball, and I've seen Arne Slot not play Arne Slot ball. And Arne Slot is a country mile better when he doesn't play his own game. And the evidence is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. Every time we play someone better than us, he changes. Every time we play someone worse than us, we're the worst team you've ever seen. So listen, if it's Slot, get ready for. We've been unlucky. We're in a rebuild. Jota died 2 years ago. We still haven't gotten over it. Again, it's rude to say those things. It's terrible to say those things, but the club has literally tried to use those as excuses.
Yep,
and
we've heard it.
And that is the pathetic thing. So, absolutely. I mean, if Slot is here, we're looking at a 5-6 year rebuild. I'm thinking that by the time Alexander Isak is 33, we'll be challenging again. Arne Slot will be here for 8 years. Isak will be in a wheelchair, and we'll be challenging for the title. With him, with anyone else on the planet, I think next season
they've already used what should have happened last season is happening this season as well. They've used that as well. So, I mean,
that's it.
So you all think we're in a rebuild again, basically?
I never said we're in a rebuild. We shouldn't be in a rebuild. Any human being who says that this is a transition season or this is a rebuild, you are a loser. Like, I'm not going to use certain words, but you are a pathetic loser. A rebuild after winning the Prem and breaking the transfer record twice. We're in a fucking rebuild. We're in a fucking transition.
The way you're talking.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You are pathetic. You make excuses. You are a loser. Like absolute. Like, you are the reason why you are in the position that you are in life. because you do not accept reality. You do not accept things as they are. There's no such thing as a transition after winning the Prem and spending 500 million pounds. That doesn't exist. That's a made up fallacy. That's called PR. That's a fucking straw man. I'm not.
Have
I'm
you
not
seen the owners we have, bro? They believe in anything. I don't. As long as they're not spending money.
Do not care. We are not in a transition. We are not. Like I'm sorry. You know how you transition? You transition by replacing Jordan Henderson and Fabinho with McAllister and Gravenberch. That's how you transition. You don't transition by breaking the fucking record for Isak and Wirtz. You don't. That doesn't exist. That doesn't happen because I spent 60 million pounds on 2 midfielders to be my double pivot. That's a transition. Spending 300 million pounds is not a transition. That's called an investment in being a behemoth. And unfortunately, fans let these people get away with it, and they eat that shit up.
They've been doing this for 16 years, bro.
Guys, I grew up in America. I've seen political PR at its absolute peak. That's all FSG are. FSG is just a campaign for governor.
Thank you, Mike.
FSG is a campaign for governor for Arnold Schwarzenegger. An actor trying to tell you that he's going to be a great politician.
They don't care about winning. They don't care about winning, guys. I keep telling you that every single time. If a ownership cared about winning, should we be in this position that we are right now? No, we should be way above that. They should have bought some players in January to help us out to get out of these problems. They didn't even do that. So what makes you think like this guy is going to be leaving anytime soon? They don't care. As long as like they try to come back next season with the same manager, they don't get. This is the only way they're going to go forward. K-Mac is right, 100% right what you said, K-Mac. This has happened in the last 16 years, up and down, up and down, up and. People haven't even like grasped on that this is happening for 16 years for some reason. It's never going to change under them. It's going to continue as far as I'm aware, and I think he's going to be here for the obviously next season as well.
I challenge all of you to go and find interviews of John W. Henry and Tom Werner and any of them, and you can probably only find one interview where he says we want to win trophies. One.
That was probably the beginning when he first arrived,
and that was not last season, but the season before, I think. Like
you want to K-Mac, you want to win. You win a Champions League, then you buy Seth Vandenberg, Harvey Elliott, and Adrian. That's going towards winning. Like, come on, man.
And by the way, Tom Werner's been questioned over that say of what he said, and he backtracked. Like, it's all about the investment. All about the money.
It's always been like this. It's never going to change.
Guess what? We're the mugs that buy the stuff. We're the mugs that pay to go to the games, but. You know, you'll keep on going. You'll keep on paying. Like, that's the only way it changes with 16
Arnie. 16 years of the same shit, man. And nothing's ever changed.
Is if we do what we did with Souness and the chants from the crowd at home, Souness out.
Loud as much as you can.
I was there. Souness out, Souness out. Next day, he's gone.
And that's a club legend, by the way. You know what I mean?
Guess what he did? He tried to get rid of the old guard. And the old guard was like Ian Rush, John Barnes. Like,
Jan Morby, Ronnie Whelan, etc., who actually won Champions Leagues and everything.
Telling him that he's doing a bad job. And unfortunately, you can kind of tell the people who have told Arnie that he's doing a bad job because one of them, Mo Salah, got completely rinsed out to dry for it. And the other one, well, where's Curtis Jones now? Where's Curtis Jones? Anyone seen Curtis Jones?
Yeah, bro, been it all. Been this club. I'm gonna start watching MLS. I'm gonna cheer on LA Galaxy. Actually, Orlando FC because Griezmann's gonna head over there. At least I can watch a proper Frenchman ball.
How does a club that's
there's not many
massive
people
club
I want to replace Mo Salah with though. There's not many people I want to replace.
He's a one-off, man.
One of them is Elise.
Look at the numbers, bro.
You know what? I'm all right.
You think Elise? You think Elise? Well, hold on. You think Elise is going to leave Bayern Munich to come to the worst run club in Europe?
They got potential of winning
Champions
League this season.
Are you out of your mind? Especially if they beat Real Madrid and Liverpool get knocked down.
Have you seen how much we pay wages?
Who cares? Have you seen how much Bayern Munich pay wages? There's a reason why Luis Diaz went there. Like, yo,
couldn't wait to get out.
It doesn't matter. If Bayern Munich win the Champions League and Harry Kane gets a Ballon d'Or, you think Olise's leaving that? the fuck out of here, bro. No chance, bro. You're gonna have a hard time.
A sinking
convincing-
ship.
You're
A
gonna have
player's
a
gonna
hard time
transfer to a
convincing
sinking ship.
Matoma
No,
to
no.
come to Liverpool. You're gonna have a hard time convincing, just your rinky-dink wingers in the championship
Mike,
to leave
you
their
know what's
club.
funny,
to come
Mike?
to Liverpool.
You know what's funny, Mike? You know, like not funny, but you know what it is in life, yeah. Before, even when we went at the Champions League and all that, we still had Jurgen there. Just one phone call from Jurgen, and the player will be coming to Liverpool. Now we ain't even got that Paul anymore. Now we
Who wants to play for Arnie Slot? Genuinely. And
There you go,
honestly,
bro.
if you do, I don't want you. If you want to play for Arnie, if you agree to come to this football club, you're probably not a smart person. So like I don't need you at this club.
Look
If you
at
wanna
the
play
whole
for Arnie
the club
Slot,
as a
you're out of
whole
your
as
mind.
well. Look at the club as a whole as well. When did you ever see under Jurgen players running down their contracts? Couldn't wait to get out. You never seen things like this. This is happening right in front of our face now. We're in decline and we're not stopping anytime soon, guys. That's the worrying part of it when you look at it.
On that note, let me just read the supers before we get
There
out
was
of here.
loads of players that run their contracts down, by the way. Like, I don't know, like, there was. Like, players run their contracts down. Like, that is
Well,
a
under
thing.
Jurgen?
Yeah, there was loads
Yeah,
of
but
players.
they're always,
There
well,
was-
apart from Emre Can, I don't remember any other player wanted to leave.
Sorry, there was.
Big up to all of you guys, man. By the way, I added K-Mac channel, Fozzy TV, and Mike Das LFC in the description. Let me just get through these supers and I'm going to get out of here. Neto replacing Salah. That's mad. No, he's not replacing Salah. It's Chelsea fans in the chat
Neto?
wanting to sell Neto, bro.
Neto?
Emeka's doing a Tom Little right now. Wow. Wow.
That is
Emeka,
quite
shots at
possibly the
Emeka.
best.
This is
the
still
best super
going?
chat.
Oh, man. Poor Tom, man. Poor Tom.
Who'd replace Mo at LFC? Career suicide. Good luck. Like I said, that's why for me, if I'm Liverpool Football Club right now, I'm literally spending so much on that right wing. Like we need to go get like Olise, someone like that. We need to get
Good
someone.
luck. Good
But
luck.
what the thing is, what does Olise do? What I don't understand. What does he do? Does he score a lot of goals? I don't watch him, so I don't know what that kid
No,
does.
he doesn't. But then at least you can look. He's a good goal scorer. He's a very good dribbler, and he's a
Yeah.
very good playmaker. So I think you would get your goals from your striker. Then that would help Isak, in my opinion.
Okay.
He's elite
Salah
at
to win us
everything.
the Champions League and the FA Cup. Imagine. Well, I wish now the players, would just go like Mike is right sometimes. I know he's crazy, chat, but he's right. The players should just go like, forget everything Slot tells us. We're just gonna do our thing. Like says, forget all of Slot's instructions. We don't care. We're gonna do our thing. That's the way that you can win these things. Because if you're gonna listen to Arnie Slot, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, man.
Slot is the iceberg that sinks Liverpool Football Club. Hey, I cannot believe it. Mo is my goat forever. My LFC goat with Stevie. I'm heartbroken. Yeah, of course. He's. I've always said with Stevie, it's 1A, 1B. Like, and for me, bro, now you look at like everything that Mo's done, and you look at it in retrospect. For me, he overtakes Stevie. Holding in tears, man. This is when Fozzy asked, like, is it normal you feel emotional? Yeah, of course it's normal to feel emotion. Someone like this announces he's leaving Liverpool, you have to get emotional. Big up to AT who says Mo might get revenge versus PSG, his last swan song. Listen, I'm not running any revenge gimmicks because every time we did those revenge gimmicks, we ended up losing. So I'm not going to do any revenge gimmick. Take it one game at a time, and whatever happens, happens. Anas Haj Musa to replace Salah will be so good. And here it starts. The recommendations of players like this. This will be fantastic.
Not from Firenode.
Yes. This will be fantastic up until next season. Inshallah, we're all here happy, safe, and healthy, and it's March time. And Anas Haj Musa has 7 goals and 5 assists. And the entire Liverpool fan base are going to go like, we get rid of Mo for what? So that's all it's going to take. So that's why we need a good right winger. Mo has helped me out when life was down. Always my goat. Hey, he gave us so many.
Come on, man. Come on. He brought everybody
memories.
together. That guy. He brought everybody
Memories.
together, man.
By the way, I agree with this, Tyler. Chelsea fans are coming here trying to sell us their players. Like, bro,
No, thank you.
Mo
We're not Arsenal.
would
We're
be
not
the-
Arsenal.
Yeah, we're not Arsenal, and Mo
No.
would be the greatest Chelsea player of all time. So, if he balls out for another Euro team next season, hey, good luck to him, man. I don't have any ill wishes towards Mo. If he goes next season to like Napoli and he goes to like Inter, whoever, and he's putting up numbers and he wins the Serie A, why not, man? Good luck to him. I'll feel proud of him. You're a Man United fan. Salah owns your football club. Salah has scored more goals at Old Trafford than some Man United forwards. Who do you think you are? These
Isn't
Man
it all
United
of
fans
them?
really believe their own hype.
Isn't it
It's
all of the
funny.
Premier League forwards combined?
Yeah, I have some shame, brother. Big up to Senai, who says, to be honest, Mo leaving like this makes me want to slot out even more. Same. It's very hard to imagine Mo's drop off from 45 GA to a 19 GA. This one is solely on him. We need major surgery. Thank you, Mo. That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying. Like, for me, it makes me almost want slot gone even more now. I didn't think it was possible, but this has made me want slot gone even more, bro. Like, I want him gone now more than ever. And I didn't think it was possible, but guess what? It was possible. Because I need that guy gone even more, man. Like, I just need the guy gone. Big up to you, Senai. I can't say goodbye. I'll just say thank you, Mo. Yeah, I hear you. Thank you to Mo for everything he's done at Liverpool Football Club. Absolute legend.
Oh, 100%.
Big up to Hamid, who's a Milan fan, who says Premier League won't see a similar winger for decades. Legend. I agree with this. Like, this is not going to be something that you see regularly, chat. So you get me.
A guy
Enjoy
who
it.
gets over 20 goals a season in from the right wing? No, no chance.
It isn't.
47 GA, man. Mental rebuild, perhaps. This is it, Hamid. I think this rebuild is going to be a lot more mental than an actual rebuild. Because for me, I agree with what Prince of Zamundo says, which is the next super chat. He says, you want a transition, wear a skirt. I agree with what Mike is saying. I don't think it's a rebuild, but that's what the club will come out and say. That's what all the people who back the club will come out and say. That's what all the slot inners will come out and say. Oh, guys, I can already see exactly.
And guess what?
If Slot does
Fuck 'em
stay,
all.
Mike, let's say
Fuck 'em
Mike
all.
is right and Fozzie is right and K-Mac is right and Slot stays. I can already know exactly what's going to happen. 7 games into the season, when we've got like 3 wins, 3 draws, and a loss or something like this, what's going to happen is so bait and it's so obvious. Guys, we lost Mo. We lost our greatest Premier League player of all time. It's going to be so difficult to come back from losing such a player, and it's going to be the same stuff over and over and over again. So.
16 years of the same shit, man.
By the way, it's going to be the same YouTuber saying that, so enjoy.
Get ready for some mediocrity, baby.
Yeah, man.
get rid of-
We're back.
Make sure you guys subscribe to donhusam.com, £5 monthly.
Are you guys all ready for unseasoned potato stew in water? Because that's basically what you're about to get for the next 5 years. You're about to just get boiled potatoes
damn.
without like there's not even salt and pepper. It's
Sounds
just
delicious.
boiled water.
I ain't getting
Just
games,
just a boiled cup of water with just a bland. It's not even a peeled potato. Just a bland whole potato that's like half cooked, and that's your dinner for the rest of your life. Congratulations, you are a peasant in the medieval times.
You know what? You know what, Don, you've just said something that's made me really question everything now. What if Mo's done this as some mad reverse psychology shit to get Slot the sack? By literally
wouldn't
making
go that
all the
far.
Liverpool fans go,
man.
whoa.
Don't go that
Like-
far.
It's me or him.
Yeah.
We're dipping
There's
into
no
the
way back
tinfoil
from this,
hat
man.
theories.
Nah.
That's some mad. I mean, look, if anyone could do it, it's probably Mo or Verge. And Verge isn't going to do it.
Club,
because he's done shit.
the club doesn't care about
Virgil,
me.
after
No, I
Brighton,
tried.
basically called out Slot like publicly.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
know.
Yep.
we trained for 20 minutes, we're crap.
I
You know,
am
we
holding
didn't know what to do on the pitch.
I am I'm
And
taking
he's
too
still
much
here.
there.
You know, we're all, big up to all of you, but this is not the bomba we expected on Tuesday. The bomba we
Yeah.
expected on Tuesday is Slot sacked, but instead we got
Yeah,
this
we did.
bomba. You know, so yeah, big up to you. Big up to Hamid who says Salah looks good in a Milan kit. Yeah, good luck to him wherever he goes. I'm gonna wish him good luck, man. Absolute legend.
Always.
And our best Premier League player of all time, in my opinion. Anyway, big up to all of you guys.
Oh,
Please
poor
hit the like
Steven.
button. Please subscribe. Appreciate you all. I'm see you guys later on A-listers. Fozzie TV is in the description. Please subscribe to Fozzie TV.
Thank you,
Subscribe
guys.
to K-Mac channel and subscribe to Mike Das LFC. They're all in the description. So go give them all a subscribe, please, and go show them some love. Literally every single link is in the description. So see you guys over there. And yeah, big up to you guys, man. Love. See you guys on
Big
A-list.
up FSG, baby. Big up John W. Henry.